Hello and welcome everyone to the Spring Psychic Cleanse. This is our annual event, and this year we're doing things a little bit differently. So, first of all, come on in. The chat is open. I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and then later this will be recorded and broadcast to my podcast. So, if you're not here now, you can listen to it later. So I chose today to start the psychic cleanse for a couple of different reasons. A, because there's a lot of cosmic situations happening today. We have the new moon in Aries, which means it's time to fire things up. And also, the new moon is just a perfect time for new beginnings and starting new things. And so in addition to that, we have the solar eclipse. I'm sure everybody has been seeing that in the news. Um, the significance of the eclipse, I'm not an astrologist by any stretch of the imagination, but I can see where it comes into play with our human nature that we have we're dual. We have a dark side, we have a light side. Most of the time, it's pretty light and shiny, and sometimes we get eclipsed, right? And so that's exactly why we do a psychic cleanse. So the psychic cleanse is definitely a time for us to renew ourselves, to connect again with our higher selves, with our spirit selves, to reclaim all of those goals maybe and those intentions that we set at the beginning of the year that might have already faded, right? And it's easy to have those dreams and goals fade when life is happening at us and with us, and all of the external circumstances, and then contending with winter and um, life, just life. And so to have this time, especially in the spring, to reboot and revitalize, I think is smart, and it's healthy for us. It's super healthy. So I would love for you guys to chime in and let me know who's here and where you're from. And then I want to get into kind of the nuts and bolts of the 22-day psychic cleanse before we dive into our topic for the day. Okay. So let me go ahead, I think, and share my screen with you all so that you can follow along and not just have to look at me in my office. All right. So Julie's here. Hey, Julie. Nice to see you. All right. So I'm going to share my slides. And now we can go ahead and take off. So yeah, we have a 22-day spring psychic cleanse happening right now. Typically in the past, when I have led this experiment, it has always been a 21 day. And I'll tell you why I switched it to 22 in just a minute, but I don't want to get ahead of myself, right? So here we go. So what is a psychic cleanse? Well, by definition, it's a series of rituals, meditations, different opportunities, different activities and exercises for us to do to clear up the cobwebs, to come into a place of homeostasis within our soul, right? So a lot of people do the physical cleanses, the diet cleanses, to restore health and well-being in the body. And this cleanse is actually for the spiritual temple, the emotional bodies, the other parts of us that I think are pretty important. I mean, it's a triad. It's mind, body, and spirit. They're all important. The body is the thing, the vehicle that houses our spirits, right? And so for all of it to be in good condition and to be well is vital for our health, our mental health, our physical health, our well-being, our focus, our rest. You know, it's our way of being clear channel so that we can manifest well, we can heal our bodies, we can do so much. We are such powerful beings. But from time to time, we need to do a cleanse or psychic cleanse so that we can clear away our old stuff, like our baggage, our resentments, our negative self talk, the things that we have held onto for too long, the external people, situations, circumstances that have affected us negatively. So, this is a time for us to conscientiously, to mindfully come together and in a safe place, heal those things, to release those things so that we can get on with our amazing, magnificent, brilliant selves, so that we can manifest the lives of our dreams. We can have the healthy bodies of our dreams. We can calibrate and recalibrate ourselves over and over to our highest self, to our highest vibration. So this is all about cleaning up our vibes. This is all about clearing out those cobwebs, saying goodbye to the ghosts of the past, saying hello to our futures while we're in this process of really nurturing not only our bodies but our spirit, our emotional bodies, our soul. It is everything, right? And I forgot to mention the best side effect, or the best thing that happens as a result of this too, at least in my world, is that I have a clear mind. And when I have a clear mind, I am at my most intuitive self. And so then I can do my work with grace and ease. And some of you might have noticed that I have been missing in action for the last few months. And that is because I did not have a clear mind. And so this is the antidote to get me back on track, and to, while I'm doing it, let's do it with you all too. We all have had life happen to us, especially in the last couple of years. I don't know why it's just been so different and more challenging than usual, but it has been. And I have always been such an optimistic kind of a Pollyanna person. And I remember one of my colleagues, when I was a Montessori school teacher, he said something to the effect, about my dark side. And I go, "Oh, I don't have one of those." And he laughed and he said, "Oh, I can't wait until you discover yours." And so, well, I discovered it. And the pessimism that comes with it, the anger, and all of the work that I've done throughout the years as an empath and an empath coach and an intuitive is to redirect the mind, redirect the energy, redirect ourselves to a higher place, like to get through that stuff, taking the lessons with us and calibrating ourselves quickly and better. But like I said, life happens at us sometimes that's just completely out of our control. And then some of it is within our own inner shadow, our own dark side as well. And then before you know it, you're crusty. You're cracked out. You've got too much going on. And so your mental clarity, your intuitive abilities, your ability to heal yourself, all of those things get silenced. They get pushed down because, as you guys know, when I teach the chakras, when we're in that place of fear or reaction, we're in our root chakra, we're in the lower chakras, we're in the survival modes, and we're not in that place of brilliance. We're not in that place of really being connected with our higher selves, with the universe, with the blessings of the universe, with the magic of the universe. All of that stuff seems very secondary. And so with the psychic cleanse, this helps us heal all of those things, all of those life situations, so that we can climb back up the ladder. We can activate our third eye. We can activate our crown chakras. We can be in that magic. We can be in connection with spirit. We can be in connection with our higher self. We can heal our bodies. We can do so much, but it takes us work and for us to clean up every now and again. So I like to do this every year in the spring. And I'm really happy that you're here with me to experience this. I think this is going to be a profound time for all of us to experience this together. And like I said, I love that we're in a safe place doing it to support one another. So, some of you, most of you know who I am. A lot of you, excuse me, are my clients. So, one sec. It's not a good time for the throat chakra to say, hey, um, I am an intuitive, I'm an empath, and I have been a professional tarot reader and intuitive reader for the last 15 years. I love my work. I love, 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 love helping my clients get clarity and really get in touch with themselves. I teach manifesting, I teach intuitive development, I teach self-healing, all of these things. Love living in this world, and it's just my jam. It is what I'm here to do, and I know that. So those of you who don't know me or have never met me, hello. It's really nice to meet you, and it's awesome to have you here. And for those of you who do know me, hi, it's been a while. I'm so happy to be back, and I'm so happy to see you here with me as well. All right. So let's go over some expectations. So let me actually, I see some stuff in the chat. So Drea says, hi, so happy I could make it. This is Andrea from California. Yay. Julie sends her love. Keep sending those messages, guys, and I'll stop from time to time to share them with everybody. All right. So what we're going to do throughout this 22 days is we're going to meet daily for these live streams on YouTube and Facebook. Moving forward, they're going to be pretty short. Today is a little bit longer because I'm doing the intro and the background and all of that. But moving forward, they'll probably be up to 20 minutes. And those 20 minutes are going to include the daily topic. So we're going to choose a topic per day. And this topic is like a characteristic, something that we want to work on within ourselves. And we're going to have a tarot card of the day. We're going to have a creative meditation. I have all this stuff ready for you, ready to go already. The journal prompt and the daily affirmation. So if you haven't already downloaded your 22-day psychic cleanse journal or workbook, I just created these really simple sheets that you can print off. So that you can keep track of every day. And you have a little section for each thing. So your daily topic, you can reflect about what that means to you, what the tarot card is. This is going to be exciting. I can't wait to talk about that in a minute. The creative meditation, and I'll go into more about what that is in a minute, the journal prompt, and then the daily affirmation. So having a record of each day is going to be kind of cool. So then you can go back when you're feeling a certain way and go, oh, I remember that meditation that was for forgiveness, for example. And then now I can go back and do the work again, because a psychic cleanse, like I said, is not a one and done. It's something that we have to do for our maintenance and for just keeping things clean and clear. So let me go over the things in more detail. There is a link to the journal in the chat. And if you can't see that, let me know and I'll send it again. Actually, I'll just send it again. All right, let's copy and paste. All right, there it is. So with the daily topic, that's kind of self-explanatory. The tarot card of the day, let me get into that. So last year, I introduced the tarot as a spiritual tool to help guide us through the 21-day psychic cleanse. And then I came to realize that, wait a minute, because I am obsessed and I love the tarot as a spiritual tool. It's not just a fortune telling device. It's actually a spiritual tool that speaks to your soul, full of symbolism, that just sparks the deepest parts of your psyche. And the stories are different every time. So being a good tarot reader is not memorizing the cards. It's really letting it speak to you and tell you what's going on here. The tarot is a collaboration for sure. The first part of the tarot deck, there's 22 cards, and they're called the major arcana. And that's why we have 22 days in our psychic cleanse. I am taking one major arcana in a day to guide us along our psychic cleanse in order. So we're starting with the Fool. Today's lesson or today's topic is new beginnings and embracing the unknown. And this is the perfect spiritual tool to guide us through that. And we'll do that more in depth in a minute. And so, what you're going to be doing simultaneously while you're doing the psychic cleanse might be a bonus for those of you who are interested in the tarot. And for others, it's just more information, is that you're going to learn the hero's journey of the major arcana in the classic tarot. So in the tarot, it's called the Fool's Journey, but I call it what Joseph Campbell calls it is the hero's journey. They're the same. They are the exact same formula, and it's something that we all go through. It's the universal language of human existence, starting with the journey, and that's what we're doing today. All right. And so that's the newest addition to the psychic cleanse. And then we're also going to do a creative meditation. I call them imagitations. I like to squish words together. So I like to imagine while I'm meditating. When I meditate, sometimes it's strictly to quiet my mind and to calm my body, the traditional meditative way, right? And there's genius in that. And then there's the creative meditations where you're actually leveraging your ability to manifest and to heal yourself and to do all the magical things that you are naturally designed to do when you focus on it and think about it. And I take my meditation time to do just that. And so during these 22 days, I'm providing you with 22 different creative meditations so that you can start to visualize or feel or start, really getting into the stories that you prefer, that you want to create, the person you want to be, the things that you would like to see healed, all of those things. And here's why. I am a teacher of manifesting, and I didn't create it. Manifesting is something that we all do 24/7, 100%, all the time. Even when we're sleeping, it's happening. It's the typically the subconscious mind that is broadcasting out into the universe. And what I know for sure is that we live in a responsive universe. And so whatever it is that you're feeling, not necessarily thinking, but feeling, you are attracting to yourself. It is coming back. It's one of the universal laws. It's the law of attraction and the law of reciprocity. What we put out comes back, right? So I don't make this stuff up, but I like to give you tools and resources so that you can really, really master this art, because it is so, in my opinion, taken for granted that it's sad, right? When we are powerful manifestors. There was the the writing in the Delphi. It says, "Know thyself, and you will know the gods and the universe." We are the universe. The universe is within us. We are it. It is us. We are part and parcel of this brilliance, of this stuff. And so my goal, my mission is to remind people of their connection to this divine brilliance that you are. You are a droplet of the vastness of this divinity that exists, that creates worlds, right? So you are literally stardust. You are capable. You are so capable. And so the psychic cleanse will help excavate all the icky stuff that we've accumulated, clean it up so that we can shine and polish that part of us so that we can manifest well. We can do the things that we came here to do on this earthly visit, in my opinion. So the creative meditations will help you raise your vibration, see the things, manifest, and really tap into your abilities to be these master manifestors that some of you might know that you are, others you don't know yet, but by the end of this 22 days, you're going to see magic happen. You're going to see miracles happen. You're going to experience a different reality if you haven't done this already with me, right? But even if you have, okay, it's time. It's time for a reboot, right? Then you're also going to get a journal prompt. Now, I think this is where the magic is, guys. Of course, I was an English teacher for many years, so of course I'm going to say that. But I think writing is one of the most valuable tools that we can do for ourselves, because we can meditate and we can visualize, but then when we put it in paper and we're actually taking the time to write the things and to, you know, put our words, our thoughts, and our feelings on paper, there's a translation happening. It's making it more real. It's solidifying it. It's another step. It's almost like nailing the nail in the wall. You know what I mean? It's the final part, and then we also have a record that we can look at later. And I really enjoyed that part. I have so many journals, I keep them all the time. And sometimes I'll crack one open from even a year ago and I'll see something that I created or something that I wrote. And I think, wow, was that even me? I don't even remember doing that. So a lot of times when you're writing, you're also channeling. There's just a lot of reasons for this to happen. I think it's good therapy. The Artist's Way. Anybody familiar with The Artist's Way? I read that book years ago, and I think I was already a teacher and already journaling, but I loved how popular that got when she talked about doing the morning papers. When we get up in the morning and we do our journaling, it sets the tone for the entire day. It sets your body, it sets your mind. So I would also encourage you to do the journaling and to do this work in the morning. Of course, some of you we're meeting at noon on Pacific time, so it might be a little later, but maybe you can even do it the next day, or refresh and look at it again in the morning when your mind is really fresh. The last thing is the daily affirmations. So I'm still a lover of affirmations. I know there's a lot of talk out there. People have just become very jaded and sarcastic about affirmations, but not me. I still love them. And I think that when we are in this work of recalibrating ourselves and repurposing, I think recalibrating is the best word. When we are wanting to go from where we are to where we would prefer to be, we need tools. And affirmations, I think, are one of the most powerful tools. So maybe we don't believe it when we first see it, but we can continue to say it, and then it changes our chemistry. It changes what we're thinking and feeling until we can get to that place. So I am all for all the tools in the toolboxes that are here for our betterment. Absolutely. And so part of the deal is you can write your own. I will definitely provide a daily affirmation, but you can also write your own. You can do whatever you like in this whole cleanse experience that suits you, that feels right for you. You can use your own words. It doesn't have to just be what I'm saying. This is a time for us to use those tarot cards to see what's speaking to you. I'm going to give you some prompts, but this is more about what comes up for you, and to get that out and to process it and to make decisions about what to do with it next, right? We'll talk about that more. All right, any questions so far? All right, I talked a little bit about the side effects of a psychic cleanse. Here's more. So, of course, the enhanced intuition is my favorite, because I rely on that to do my work. I do psychic readings, I do tarot readings, I do energy healing. I need to know what the energies are, and I need to be able to read them. So that means I need to have mental clarity. I need to have my crown chakra to be pristine and my third eye chakra to be completely polished, right? So a psychic cleanse is a good thing to get me back where I need to be to do my best work. And then, of course, I already mentioned the manifesting mojo. This you're just going to see, not only are you going to feel better, you have better rest, all of those things, the lack of brain fog, mental clarity, all of those, you're going to, on a spiritual level, just kind of bust through to the next level. So That's definitely an extra added bonus. So if you guys are just thinking you're here to just kind of clear your mind or to forgive somebody, that's great. That will happen. But then expect a big up leveling in your spiritual development as well. Okay. And then profound healing. So we are natural healers. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do the psychic cleanse as well, is because over the last year, I developed arthritis in my hips and I didn't even realize it. Well, I got diagnosed with it officially just a couple of weeks ago. And, people are talking about hip replacements and all this other stuff. And I'm getting up there in age and I'm like, no, no, no knives, no knives unless absolutely necessary. So now that I know what I have or why I've had the pain in my hips, now I know what to focus on in my creative meditations. I know what to research as far as the healing foods, the things, the activities, the things that I can do to self heal. That's right. I said it. There's a lot of information saying that once something is done, it's done. I don't believe that. I know that we have zillions of cells in our bodies that are always regenerating, renewing, regrowing, all of that. And I do believe that that is within every part of our body, not just some, all of it. And so knowing that, um, I know that I have to have a mind that is calibrated to that knowing so that I can allow the healing to happen, so that I can allow the intuitive hits to come in as to the things that I can do to help myself, the intuitive eating that I need to do, the foods that are going to serve me, the activities that are going to serve me, and the activities and things that can harm me, so having the intuition sharp, the mental clarity, so that I can know all the things that I need to do to heal myself, and then to allow it. So if any of you are here that are wanting to remedy a situation or to heal, of course, I'm not a doctor. I have to preface that. Um, this is going to be an opportunity for you to put this to the test as well. When we clear up this stuff, the mental and emotional and heart stuff, everything else clears up. It's pretty amazing because it's all connected. We are not these compartmentalized human beings like a car, with a bumper and an engine. It's all one thing. And one thing affects the next thing, affects the next thing, affects the next. And for me, I believe that it all originates from a spiritual, mental, emotional place. It's our soul. If our soul hurts, everything hurts, right? So if we can get our spirit realigned into the higher place, into the place that feels the best, when we have done our forgiveness work, when we have forgiven ourselves, when we have all the things that we're going to be doing in the next 22 days. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But when we do the work, we can experience such clarity in our lives. So I'm excited to experience that with you. Okay, so today we're going to jump into the topic, and today's topic is let the adventure begin. This is it. We are embracing the unknown. So congratulate yourselves, yay, for being here, because you're doing that. This is the day one of your adventure of your psychic cleanse. You have no idea what's on the other side of this, but you're willing to take the risk, and you're willing to walk forward, and you're willing to see what this is about, right? So that's huge. That's the lesson for today. And so the card in the tarot that represents this is absolutely the Fool. I call him the hero, but hey, whatever. I am optimistic. So the Fool is curious, playful, always ready for adventure, taking a leap into the unknown, right? So this Fool is about ready to walk off a cliff. We don't want to do that, but we do want to have the spirit of the Fool where we just la la la, we put on our earplugs. We're not listening to the media. We're not listening to everybody else telling us you can't cure arthritis. We don't want to listen to the things, the media, the common cultural pop information that is so out there. We want to muffle that out and get inside and listen to ourselves, right? And so just today, though, just for today, we're going to imagine a world of unlimited possibilities. And we're going to say, what the heck? I don't know what I don't know. I don't. So let's do this. Let's take off. Let's see what's on the other side of this. Gee, if I can heal my body, oh, wouldn't that be awesome? Gee, if I can heal my relationship with so and so, ooh, wouldn't that be awesome? Ooh, what if I can just feel good and have peace of mind and peace of heart, knowing that I'm doing my best and I have, a clear conscience? Wouldn't that be nice? So today, just for today, we're starting from that place of just saying yes to the adventure. And here you are, you're already saying yes. So good job. You're done. Right? So for the creative meditation for today, and this is where you can take out your journal and write this down. And then you can also do your own creative meditation, whatever resonates with you. So what I want you to do with this creative meditation is I like this one tool that I call watching the movie of your life. So when you're sitting in meditation, eyes closed, quiet, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long. But this is why I like creative meditations. When you're doing the traditional ones, 5 minutes seems like an eternity. When you're doing creative meditations, it's like, well, wait a minute, I'm not done yet. I want more, because you're activated in your mind's eye. Some people can visualize really well, like I can, and some people can feel what it feels like. Well, we want to hopefully be able to do both. And so you're going to sit in meditation and watch the movie of your future self. Like, okay, here I am. I'm doing the psychic cleanse. Why am I doing the psychic cleanse? What's my intention? What's going on here? How do I want to be in a month? Who do I want to be in a month? What do I want to heal? What do I want to resolve? And so see the end result by the end of this cleanse. What is it that you would like to improve on? Or what would you like to heal? What would you like to see happen in your life? Would you like to connect with somebody? Would you like to connect with a new somebody? Would you like to move on from a relationship? Would you like to see this part of your body healed? What is it that you would like? So take a few minutes to sit in meditation and to see that future self. See yourself whole, see yourself complete, see yourself living your wildest dreams if you want to go even further into the future, and just watch that movie. And then see, and this is how I do it. I'm going to share exactly how I do it. I'm very visual, and I think the visual tools help. So I'll sit in meditation, and I will literally imagine myself sitting in a movie theater. You can all see that or feel that, what it feels like. We've all done it. We're sitting in a movie theater, and it's got the curtains. Mine are red, those red velvet curtains, really big, long stage, right? And then they open. And then there's the screen, and there's me. And there's me in the future, walking with a really strong gait again, with no pain in my hips, just going, yeah, actually, I'm going to race. I'm doing a race. I'm doing a walk race. And so let that movie just evolve, and watch that movie and see your face, and how does that feel, and what's going on with that movie that you're watching, and who have you become as a result of that, right? And then also ask yourself, what risks did you take along the way to get there? I'm taking a risk going against the traditional medical profession. What are you doing? It doesn't have to be that big. That's kind of a bigger deal. And you're going to be sharing this journey with me. So you're going to see what the results are. I don't expect it to be cured in 21 days. Maybe I should change my expectations, but I expect a huge improvement, right? So this is your creative meditation. See yourself in the future. See yourself with one or two things that you would like to accomplish. And then we can journal about it, right? And then, in addition to that, though, just by shaking things up, I think that that's probably a good exercise for us to do today in the spirit of new beginnings, in the spirit of embracing the unknown, is trying just something new. It could be tiny, it could be really small, but like you go to the same store every day, go to a different one. You take the same route home every day, take a different route. You have the same kind of thing for dinner, do something totally different. Go to a different kind of restaurant. Pick up that vegetable that you're going, what is that? I don't even know what that is. And pick it up and Google it and see what you can do with that. Just do something a little bit different that pushes you just a little bit out of your comfort zone, that just makes you curious. And it's like, okay, let's just shake it up, because we are all creatures of habit. Some of those habits serve us and some of those habits don't. I will have to say most of them don't. And so our job is to change those habits and to get ahead of those habits and to modify our lives in little increments, little steps, so that we can be that amazing, brilliant person that you are here to be and share your gifts. And then tonight, or whenever you decide to journal, maybe tomorrow morning, write about it. Pay attention to the observations. How did that feel when you took that other route? How did that thing taste that you tried? What did you say differently to your kids tonight that you broke away from? How did you respond differently to your spouse, when he or she asked a certain question and your typical response would be, and you changed it, right? So today is about just mindfully doing one or two things that you ordinarily always do, and deciding to do something differently. It's a little step, but it's pretty profound, because you'll see by doing this just how habitual we all are, right? And so let's shake out of those habits, or at least be aware that we have these habits that can be remolded, they can be reevaluated. We can keep the ones that we like and we can change up the ones that we don't like, right? So there's that. And then here's our daily affirmation. Okay, Lynn says, oh no. Oh no. All right. Well, please go away, intuitive Lynn. Go get your own clients and your own stuff. All right. So here is the final piece to share the daily affirmation. I am eager and excited to be surprised and delighted by the universe today. I wrote that one a long time ago. I love, and I share this with a lot of my clients. It's like, well, we don't know. We don't know how the money's going to come. We don't know how the job or what the job is, but I can guarantee that when we're asking for certain things, they're on their way, and they're probably better than we could have ever imagined. And so let yourself be open to be excited and delighted by what the universe might bring your way, right? Ooh, it's good stuff. So you have said yes to this adventure. Step one, check. Now, thanks, Tria. Now we can just be open and receptive to the magic that comes into your lives from this day moving forward, right? And the different things that you're going to learn about yourself and love about yourself and want to improve about yourself and share with other people. So this is an exciting day, and I'm so happy that you're here. And I'm so excited that we're doing this. And I did mention that I was an English teacher, and this is like one of my very favorite quotes from Mark Twain. And he wrote, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. And we'll end there. And this exploration and this dream and this discovery is all about you. It's all about you and your magnificence and your ability to create and to heal and to love and to just be and to raise your vibration and to enjoy this thing called life. That's the end goal of this whole psychic cleanse, guys, is to enjoy this journey, enjoy this ride, I like to call it, because it can be a bumpy ride. And when we can get ahead of the game and redirect and respond better to the life experiences coming at us, life will be much more pleasant, a lot more fun, and so much more graceful. All right, so I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you all for being here today. And I will see you back here tomorrow at noon for day 2. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to email me or chat in the Facebook on the Facebook page or in the YouTube comments. There's also show notes below with resources and different things for you to look at. And I think that's it. So have fun with this, everybody. Make sure you download that journal. If you didn't get that, let me know and I'll send it to you. Otherwise, enjoy your day. Peace and blessings. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.